this is why I think probably that maybe because you don't have our passport, you are not members in the European Union, so you have very different culture from ours. Maybe you can find something in your country which is very different from others.
Well, what I would say, first of all, the whole subject of feeling threatened by evaluation is a whole research topic that people write about. It's evaluation anxiety. It's something that has been defined in the literature, not just in Romania. I mean, it's all over the world. You know, it's a subject that people talk about. I think it might be of value for you, for you to go to the EES conferences, the European Evaluation Society conferences, and raise these issues. I mean, this list of 33 questions comes from somebody. I mean, somebody has written this list based on something. And I think it's important for you to go and say, but it doesn't apply to our context, or can't these questions be different, or can't there be a choice in which questions you want to answer? I mean, I think you should participate in these conferences, and that's what we've tried to do too, is to get people to go to conferences to express, this whole project, with Romania. You see right here, it's on our website that we have it, and we're doing it, this project with Romania. I mean, these are things that open up the field and, and generate knowledge and can help. I think, in terms of Israeli culture, other than that everybody has an opinion, is an evaluator from birth, I don't think there's much, that's in the culture that people feel just as threatened about it. And it's less now. I find it less now. I mean, when I go, people are less threatened because there is a lot of participatory partnership type of work going on. I mean, there's always a steering committee now, with all the stakeholders. There are lots of movements to get the participants of the project involved. What they used to call the clients or the beneficiaries. In this project that I did with the National Insurance, National Security Ministry, with psychiatrically challenged youth, we had them at the steering committees, and they said, this isn't, this is what we want, not that, and let's do it this way, or I mean, the idea is to give voice to everybody who's involved, and it's more and more common than it used to be.
And you can find the trace of it, of the involvement of all the stakeholders, in the research design, the research questions. And they even contribute to if you develop a questionnaire, they even contribute for that. And this, it doesn't come within a day, but if it's something that you create, it will happen eventually. It doesn't happen in a day. Because evaluation anxiety is a topic, you see.
It's a thing. It's a disease. But now another thing I wanted to say was that, we started in 1997, 1998, which is a long time ago, considering. And at the time, there was very little written in Hebrew about evaluation. And now there's one book being published this month about ex-ante evaluation. And in June, there's another book being published in Hebrew. And I think these are signs of greater acceptance and greater evaluation culture if books are being published. It doesn't help you that they're published in Hebrew, but it's very difficult to find material in Hebrew. And we've published the articles from our conferences, and that's also used, to teach evaluation. Mm-hmm. And I think that if you have a body of professional literature in your own language, that helps a lot to to move it along, you know, because people, you know, oh, it's in English, I'm not going to read it. And it's very common.
You know, 2 months ago, more or less, there was a workshop שהיה עם ישראל כץ. היום יום.
It's Ofna. Yeah.
We were in a workshop in Tel Aviv about evaluation, and it was about עסקים חברתיים.
Social business.
Social
It's
business.
the fourth
The fourth
sector.
Okay,
Yeah.
social business.
Yes.
Have you heard about it?
Yeah.
It was very
Yeah.
interesting.
Very
Yeah.
interesting.
For me, it was very
Yeah.
interesting. And I participated in a discussion in a small group, and there was one of the social workers that is in charge of one of those programs, and she was hysteric. She said, now the Minister of Social Security requires from me to make evaluation on the program, and they will shut it down. I'm sure about it, and I don't want evaluation. Please tell me that I need no evaluation. I don't want them here. I don't want you here. Don't come to me. And she presented her program, and she presented her project. It's amazing, really. It's an amazing program. And I took her and I said, Ken, I have somebody for you. She lives next to you geographically. Take her. It will be okay, I promise. And then we had a break, and I said, come, I want you to know, Barbara, it will be okay. The program is a good program. She will help you. It will be okay. But it's a fact that people are really very, very afraid of evaluation. It's not only here. It was terrible. I saw her. It was terrible to see her.
It's a social business, which means that they do business and help society, some social problem. So they've targeted girls at risk, young women at risk, and they opened a store, of a clothing store, to which they got donations from designer clothing people, and they train these young women in all the skills of sales, marketing, advertising, everything connected with managing a store, and they work in the store, and this is the program. So the business is supposed to make money, and the girls are supposed to have this training. And it's a very interesting program, and a lot of major clothes designers have volunteered to train these young women in skills that are used in this profession. So hopefully it works. I mean, it has a lot of problems.
We'll have also tomorrow discussion about the ethical issues, how is ethics involved, and how evaluators are ethically involved. Yeah, and I hope you will come also tomorrow morning. It will be at 10 in the morning. I'd like to thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for
Be
the
together.
opportunity.